this is Kitty here, and this is a KK special. I remember in the very last video entitled Bad News, Good News, I stopped doing the music reviews and the comeback reviews, so I also mentioned that I'll do a special video, and so this is the video. This is more of a DIY kind of video. So I don't know if you guys are interested in doing these DIY stuff, but I personally love doing crafts, so just a little gift for you guys. So this video, just like what the title says, is a DIY video for a cell phone case, and I actually did an EXO theme, so it depends on you. You could do your own favorite artist themed. So here is the cell phone that I made. So I have a Samsung S3, so that's why it's a Samsung S3 cover. As you can see, the color scheme that I chose, because EXO doesn't really have an official color yet, so a lot of the times their colors are like black and white and metallic grayish. So that's the color scheme that I chose. And as you can see, there are things that represent each member that I did. So yep, so of course there's like 12 of these things that represent them, and then I also did their symbol, which didn't come out really well as I want it to be, but it's close to it. Like, I feel like it's missing like an angle here, like it looks weird. And then of course I also added the EXO for their first album, and then everything else is just things that represent each member, and I'll tell you guys through the process while I'm making this. Yep, so I didn't actually film the process of me gluing everything on because it was a really long process. So basically I cut it short because I didn't want the video to be super long. So yep, so I hope you guys enjoy it, and let's start making it. So here are the supplies that you need. The very first thing that you want to do before you pick anything and start anything is to kind of see what color schemes you want. And so since I'm focusing more on the black and silver and color scheme for EXO, that's my main point. So the first thing you need is a Samsung cell phone case, and since mine is a Samsung S3, I have a Samsung S3 and it is in black. The reason I chose black is because I'll be using black rhinestones, and it's actually easy to camouflage when you have like these tiny holes, and so when you have like black on black, you pretty much can't see anything. So that's that. Then you need a paintbrush, and the one that I have is a 1/4 paintbrush tip, and the reason for it is not for painting. I'm not painting on the cell phone case, but to apply glue. That way it would be much smoother, and I don't want like a big glob of glue. I want a nice thin coat of it to put my gels on. So that's what I need the paintbrush for. Then you need glue, of course. So I use the E6000, and it is industrial strength adhesion and also non-flammable and paintable. So that's why we have the paintbrush to paint our glue onto it. So you can use any type of craft glue, so it's up to you. But I really like it because it's really sticky. Then you need, of course, your rhinestones. So I have this. This is actually a silver metallic kind, and it's stickable. And I bought this at Michael's, so you could find that in your local, pretty much I think in your local craft store or any store that sells these. I also have these rhinestones that I bought at Etsy. Etsy is a great craft website for you to buy anything. So I bought all of this. It comes with all these different colors, but since I said my scheme, color scheme is black and silver and metallic silverish, so I am just going to focus on using the two colors at the side, which is the black and the silver. So these are the two that I am going to be using. Then I also have these rhinestones that I bought a long time ago at, I believe, eBay. I'm not really sure, but you can see from the sticker, it has like the Amazon.com and the eBay, so you could probably find these on eBay or Amazon. And these are the silver kinds, and I bought two different sizes. And when you're buying these rhinestones, that's what you want. You want not only one size, but two different sizes, because if you have, let's say you put the big ones together, there's always these tiny holes, so you want to use the small ones to fill in those holes. So that's why it's a good idea to buy two different sizes when you're doing these kind of projects. So, yep. And then I have these little star rhinestones that I bought at Etsy as well. So they're pretty small, but pretty much I'll most likely use it on the cell phone case. And as you can see, it's from Miniature Sweet. So she is also on Etsy, so just check out her website. Then I have this pack that includes all different sizes of rhinestones, and it's in black. And I also bought this at Etsy, and I really like this because, as I said, there is totally different sizes. That whole pack comes in like this. So you see how this is like really, really tiny? So this is actually really great for filling in those extra holes, these really, really tiny ones. And I believe these are probably 1 millimeter in size. I'm not really sure, but those are like really tiny. Then you have these a little bigger, it's like a focus. Let's see. There you go. So these are a slight bigger, well, pretty much a lot bigger, and these are a little smaller. As you can see, the size differences. So that's what you want when you are trying to buy these rhinestones. Don't just focus on one size. Try to get as many different sizes as you can. That way your cell phone case won't look like it has like these little holes in it, and it'll be easier to just patch those little holes in with these different sizes. So with those, it also comes with these black hearts as well, and most likely I will use them on the cell phone case as well. So all in all of these came together in a pack, and I believe it's all pretty much under $5 if I'm correct. I'm not sure, but I'll post the links below for all these supplies that I got. Most of them are from Etsy, so I'll provide that. Others from Michael's, I can't provide, but you can find it in your local store. Okay, so next is a symbol. So depending on the group that you're doing, since I'm doing EXO, they do have a symbol, so I printed it out. That way I could kind of see where I want the symbol on my cell phone case. Then, of course, for each individual member, I believe almost every group, there's always something that represents each member. So, EXO is no exception, and I have things that represent each individual member. So there's 12 things that I have, and as you can see, all of these pretty much I bought at Etsy. Some of them I bought at Michael's. So, yep. Now for each individual, member. The first one we have Xiaoming. Xiaoming is, as we like to call, bald. So this I found at Etsy, and then next we have Dio. Dio actually, when I searched for it, didn't really have anything that represents him, but when he first debuted, when EXO first debuted, because his name was D.I.Y, people actually called him Donut as well. So this is a donut that I also got at Etsy, and those links will be provided down below, so you guys won't have to search for it on Etsy and make your life a little easier. Then, of course, I have these bacon strips, and they are also from Etsy, and of course bacon is for baekhyun. Then I have these eggs. Tanya is actually known for egg yolk, but because egg yolk. But because they don't sell egg yolk, anything like that, but they do sell eggs, so I'm using that. Then I have this milk chocolate piece. It represents Kai because he has a much darker skin tone than most of the members, so he is known for that. Then we have, of course, deer. Deer represents for Luhan. So I got this. I also got a laser cutout of this deer that kind of looks like Bambi. Let me just focus for you guys. There you go. So as you can see, it looks like Bambi. Most likely I'll probably use the brown one because the black one might be camouflaged and you won't be able to see clearly since my cell phone case is black and I want each thing to pop out. So I'll use the brown one. Then we have the unicorn, of course, represents Lei, and I have a black one and a white one, and most likely I will use the white one instead, so it pops out rather than the black one. But it depends on you on what you want, so it's all your own personal preference. And then here is a rubber ducky. I had no idea that Chen had something to do with rubber duckies, but I found that out online. So I have this laser cutout of a rubber ducky. Then you have, of course, Tao, who is known as the Kung Fu Panda, and so I got these pandas. They are so adorable. They were actually, I believe, cell phone charms that I bought from Etsy as well, and I just took the tips off. So that's for Tao. And then, of course, I also have for Chris an Angry Bird. So that's an Angry Bird. Isn't that cute? And so this is actually a button, as you can see from the tip, and I tried to cut it off, but because it's metal, I couldn't, so I'm going to leave it like that and glue it onto the cell phone case. So of course you can use other things to represent Chris as well, but I went with the Angry Bird. Then we have these EXO hugs and kisses symbol, and here it is. I will be using the red one since that's the color that was on their album. So of course it comes with different colors as well. It comes with red, pink, hot pink, white, and also black. So I'll just focus on red since that's what they use on their album. Then I have these angel wings that represent Suho because he is the guardian angel of EXO. And so this is what I got. And of course you could use this if you're a Super Junior fan for Ituk as well, since he likes white angel wings. And last but not least, we have Taehyun, who loves bubble tea. So I made this with clay, and it didn't turn out so well. This is my first time making it, so it kind of looks a little combobulated. And the color is a bit darker. It kind of looks like chocolate milk tea rather than regular milk tea. Okay, so once you have everything set up and you have all your supplies and everything, you want to first place all of the things that you want on your cell phone case, not the rhinestones, but these little stuff that you want to add. That way you won't kind of mess up and do anything. So this is what I am going to do. This is what I came up with, and I'm happy with it. And once you are happy with your placement, like I say, it's always good to place it first just in case if you decided in the last moment that, oh, I don't want it over there, you want it somewhere else. So it's always nice to place it and then see how it's gonna come out. And then once you do, just take your glue and pretty much squeeze a bit on a white piece of paper like I am doing now, even though it's kind of out of the camera, but sorry about that. And then using your paintbrush, just dab a little onto your paintbrush, like so, and then just do one by one. So you could apply the glue like I am right now onto the cell phone case, and to make it even extra sticky so that the little gadgets won't fall, put the glue on those little charms as well, and then place it where you had it before. So it takes some time before it actually stays put. So once you have it in place, don't touch it. Leave it for, I would say, around 30 minutes or so. So another way that you could do is take the glue and then just glue it on the piece itself rather than on the cell phone case if you want it, like I am doing, which you can't really see because it's out of camera, but I am applying glue on the back of the ring. So yep, that's how you apply for these little gadgets. So just continue doing this for everything else, for all these little things, and make sure you put enough glue for everything, just so that it sticks, but not too much that it kind of overflows and has like these big chunks of glue somewhere. So just continue on applying glue either on the cell phone case or on the product itself, depends on, pretty much if there is a smooth surface or not, and just keep on doing that. Like so. Okay, so after applying everything, as you can see, I kind of already started on the side. So once you wait like 30 minutes on everything, you should start with the border of the cell phone case. So what you do is take glue and, like I said, using the paintbrush, apply glue onto the cell phone case. And then you see the tool that I'm using, it's actually it looks like a color pencil, but it's not. It's actually a rhinestone thing that you use to pick up rhinestones. I don't know what that's called, but it makes it easier. And so you just pretty much take it and then put it in place the way you want it. So I'm using the really tiny ones because at the side it's really thin, and then so you just want to do that for the border. And once you have all the border done, like I did right here, so I did all the border all around the cell phone case, you want to now focus on the middle, on the inside. So what you do is you could apply the glue with the paintbrush if you want. So it really is up to you, but what I'm doing is I am going to dab my glue onto, that way it'll be easier and it won't dry up as fast, because when you put it on the paper it kind of dries up pretty fast. And because I had the AC on, so it was cold, so it dries up even faster than regularly. So once you apply it onto the cell phone case, just use your paintbrush and kind of smooth it around your cell phone case. So you don't want to cover too much of a big area. Like, do little areas at a time, because the glue do tend to dry up really fast. And then for this, there really isn't a design that you want to go with. It's just, pick anything up and then just place it in. Like I said, it's best to do different sizes. Don't focus on only one size. And just, play around with it. This is the time where you just pick one up and then put it down. Pick one up and then don't focus too much on trying to be like perfect and everything, because it won't turn out perfect because every size is different. and it's hard to kind of make it perfect. So it's better to make it like all different sizes and these different things. So this is what I'm doing right now. As you can see, I'm using right now like a smaller silver one, and then also a big silver one. I also, use like this star one that I'm trying to use, and then just want to cover the whole cell phone case as much as you want. So here is the product after pretty much 2 hours of working on it. My neck was pretty much hurting. So this is what the outcome looks like. So I had the design with rhinestones. So I had the picture next to me to kind of help me along the ways of how to place everything. And then as you can see, these little different sizes and also these different types of rhinestones that I'm using. So you see, it looks pretty well for a first time. This is my first time doing a cell phone case like this. I've done like the regular rhinestone kind, but I never do these little gadgets, these little charms put on. So I'm actually pretty happy with how it came out. So as you can see, these little symbols that represent each individual member. So you have like Tao and Suhan, Xiaoming, Chris, Suho, and then Kai, and then you have Baekhyun and Cheonyul, Lei, Chen, and then there's also Taehyun, and then of course D.I.Y with the donut. So, and of course the XOXO sign. So pretty much all in all, I liked how it turned out, and that will be all for today, and I hope you guys enjoy making your own cell phone cases, and I will definitely be making more cell phone cases as well. So I'll see you guys next time.